All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're back and we got another generator. You guys know I love these generators, these small ones. And this company, they actually sent this to me, but they reached out to me. They wanted to send me their big 10,000 their 10,000 watt roller unit, and I called them back, said I don't actually have any use for that. I'd rather use this one if you guys want to send me one of these, because I like these more. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket myself personally, and I have 3 of these generators, and I have a bigger one, and I like these. I like these suitcase size inverter generators a whole lot. So they were nice enough to send this to me. Very impressive so far. We got it set up. All I did was put oil in it, put gas in it. We haven't done anything else to it yet, but we got oil and gas in there, and we're going to take a look at it. We're going to set it up. Then I got an air conditioner sitting right here. We're going to see if it'll run it. But give you some specs real quick. This thing has 220 volts. It's got 1 USB. It's got a parallel connect system on it. This is 2,500 starting watt, 1,900 running watt. And you are getting, weighs 44 pounds, and you are getting 7-hour runtime and 59 decibels out of this. So runtime, again, 7 hours. I'm assuming this is like the 1 gallon or whatever my other ones are, same size and this kind of thing. So very nicely done. I'm excited for it. They do give you a chart on here for what to expect for your outputs. You know, gives you some ideas. Here's a little chart right there if you want to see it, for some recommended wattage. But nice unit. Okay, so if we just take a look at this thing on here and we look at the front of this thing, 120 volts, we got that right there. We got our USB right here tucked in and locked in behind air parallel kit. Eco mode on and off. We do got a ground here. We got a CO for carbon dioxide detector lamp. Very cool. Love the simple old school choke. Very nice. We got an on and an off and run. Perfect. And we do got electric start on here too, which is kind of cool, but I don't think this thing has a battery. Or if it's not a normal battery, if it did, because they didn't have me hook up a battery, so we'll see what that does. A little start switch. And you got a fuel relief valve on the top. So nice, simple, and easy. Gas was simple. Put gas in, I only put a little bit in it. And right here for your oil. Put the oil, you don't put your 10W30 oil in, check it on a dipstick. Super simple. Things are super simple, super well built. And on this side here, we got a pull start right there. We'll see how easy that pull start is. And I love this. Directions on how to run this thing as a sticker, not a little floating tag that's on there that you got to look at and see. I love that it's actually a full-blown sticker that tells you exactly step by step by step what you have to do to start this. Very important that that's there. I like how they do that. Again, very lightweight, nothing to it. They give us some extras in here. What do we got in this little kit here? We have, this looks like a spark plug wrench. So that's what that is. So they give you an actual dedicated spark plug wrench. So that's nice. They give you 2 plugs here. 2 plug heads that you can put on your own cords. You can wire them in, I'm assuming. Yeah, they're set and ready. So if you want to wire those up, you can put those on. So they give you those. And they give you a 10 mil and an 8 mil wrench and a flippable screwdriver. We are saving it. We are saving these. These are getting saved. And they give you a nut for your ground. I'm sure this is for the ground if you wanted to put a ground wire on. And yep, right there. So if you wanted to, you got a ground wire or a nut for the ground on there. So that's what they give you in a toolkit. Great little setup, not gonna lie. They give you all kinds of stuff on here. You have your owner's manual with all your details laid out very well in here. Gives you step by step. Gives you your what everything is. Like if we look at this, I saw it in here. They give you a breakdown and a chart of what every little feature is on the front of that and what your gauge is going to tell you. Got a little piece of plastic over the gauge. We just took that off. Woohoo! Nice. All right, and then you're also getting your quick start guide right here. Simple, quick, and easy. Okay. They make it very, very nice for you to understand how this thing that says engine switch, start, engine. So we should have, I'm guessing, but I don't know. Like I said, normally if it's electric start, they make you hook the battery up. I did not have to hook any battery up per any directions in there. So we shall see what this thing is all about and what it does. So here it is right here. Let's check it. Let's see. So we are going to make sure we are on. Boom, on. I know we have oil. I put it in and I put just a little gas. So we got a gas gauge on the top too. It is a float style gas gauge right up here on the top where it floats back and forth. And we got about an 1/8 of tank of gas, just a little bit in there. Reason for that is I do not leave gas in any of my generators. I have other generators up there, down there, like I said, and I want to burn all the gas out. What I mean by that is I let them run until they completely run out of gas and die on their own. I don't want gas left in them. These aren't something that you're running regularly. The beauty of these suitcase ones, so for example, like if you had 2 of these, okay, I have multiple generators, but I can take one of these and they are light enough for my wife to carry. You can see right here, this bin right here is called Hurricane Bin. That bin, we live in the South, that bin has got extension cords, it's got everything we need. But all she has to do is grab this, and again, it's not heavy, okay? It's 40 pounds, it's not heavy. Carry this out and just set it right outside the door. We got a cord that'll reach all the way in the house, but she can then plug into this and run whatever she wants to, and it's going to be pretty, they're all super easy to start, even if it's not electric. The pull starts are easy. Like I said, I got a lot of these. These things are great, but they sip fuel. For example, that 10,000 watt one was a nice machine, but for 8 hours it required, I think it was 8 or 10 hours, required 8 gallons of gas. That's a lot. This is running, what did it say, 7.5 hours? What did that say in there? I told you what it was. 7 hours, and it's less than a gallon of gas for 7 hours. It's important. When power is out, especially down here in hurricanes, it could be out for 2 or 3 weeks. Gas stations are out too. It's not always easy to find gas. We got tons of gas cans. I like them when they sip fuel better. But since we have, if having 2 of these, I can use one to run all the essentials we want in there. Run my fridge in there in the freezer, run our TV, run our couple of lamps, run our modem, run our laptops, run whatever we want to run in there and be content with this. And then I have, if it's a super, super hot day, we can run a fan. I have fans that we bring in there. You can run all that stuff off of one of these real easy and be very comfortable. If it's really hot, we can take and we can run a air conditioner like we see right here. We have a couple of these, but we can take this and throw it right here and we can run an AC unit. So that way you can run one of these off of there. This is a 6,000 BTU unit right here. So this is not your little 5, it's a little bit bigger. It's not a huge one, but they work fantastic in the rooms. Put it in a window. Life is good. They're super simple. So we're going to start this up and see what it does. Then we're going to run this. I do have a fan going, both windows open, the vent up there open, and the doors open. But I'm going to run it in here for a minute just so we can see for this testing. And but like I said, we are very well ventilated in here. But let's see. So we take this thing right here. You can see good? Yes. Okay. We're going to turn it to run. We're going to pull the choke out. Shouldn't have to do anything else. We got eco off. Let's see what happens. That's what I thought. Okay, that button's dead. Now, eventually, what it is it's probably a rechargeable battery that's in here, and it's going to need to run for a while to actually charge its own battery, and then we'll get that switch to work, is what I'm assuming, and then we'll have electric start right there. That's what I'm guessing. Let's see how easy it is to pull start. Let's see here. Easy peasy. It's even up here on a shelf, easy peasy. Nice. Remember, it's never ran before. Let's try no choke. There we go. Bam. Super simple. Super simple. We got a carbon monoxide light going off. It's going to take it a minute probably to stabilize. There we go. Okay. Got exhaust coming out the back. Doing perfect. Voltage readout, we got all of our little dummy lights, we got everything we need. Eco mode. Now on normal mode it's going to run about 4,800 RPMs if it's like the other ones, I'm assuming. Checking, hold on. Yeah, 4,800 RPM normal, or if it's in full mode. Now with eco mode it's going to tone itself way down until it needs more load. So there's a difference. Turn eco mode off, back to full 4,800 RPM. Depends on your load and your need. Let's see if it'll run this air conditioner. So we're going to plug this dude in. We're going to put this back on regular. All right, we're on. Let's see what happens here. And we're running. Cool, we're on cold. Let's set the temp down. Low as it can go on 62. There it is, purring away. You know, I'm trying to look for something to show you here. Like I said, we got cold air blowing out of there. So, can you see that there? Let me turn you a little bit. Look at that, not even a fade. Let's see if it'll do this on Eco. Still pumping out cold air. I mean on Eco mode. Look how simple that is. Oh, it kicked up on its own. But this thing is screaming air. I don't have anything that's, I'm looking for something very light that I could show you. See, look at, see? I mean, it's blowing air, look at that. Blowing cold air. And that is good in cold air. This thing is working like a champ. Cakewalk easy. You get, I mean, it barely, even on startup, let's turn this to off. Okay, that's Eco mode. I mean, you would think that the startup watt on a AC unit would be pretty powerful, especially, again, it's not a 5,000 or a 4,500, 6,000 BTU runner here. So let's see when we turn it on. Bam, going. It didn't even do nothing. It will kick it back off of Eco, but I mean, that's perfect. Or we can turn it off Eco if we want. And we're blowing cold air. Right there, just nice. That's perfect right there, doesn't get any better. So that's that little generator. Working like a champ. And doing it when it wants to. Let's turn this off. There we go, so the AC is running fine. And the generator is, and then to turn this off, we're just gonna turn this up to off. That's it. Sweet, simple, and functional. Let's move this out of the way here because we don't need this anymore. But like I said, it's nice to know that you can run things like that on, I mean, think about how powerful that is for these little suitcase generators. I mean, they're pretty unstoppable units here. I wonder if that charged that up enough to see if we could get that engine start to work yet. Like I said, I bet it's going to take a little bit longer, especially if they're lithium batteries. Let's leave the choke off. Let's see. No, completely dead. Yep, and it probably, like I said, there's probably a battery in there, but it has to be charged. But this thing pulls. Let's see, now it's warmed up a little bit, but not warmed up. Let me rephrase that. We've got gas flowing now, okay? Because that was the first time we ever started it. Now it's got gas in it. Let's leave the choke off. Let's just see how it starts. Breeze, cakewalk easy. So simple. I mean, so simple. So there it is for you. That is the Gidrox generator. I've never had one that had electric start on such a little generator, and I don't know why you need it, because like I said, it is literally so easy to pull. It's easier than a lawnmower. It is so simple to start this thing, so really irrelevant whether it's got that power or that starter on it or not. Like I said, pretty sweet little unit right here, no doubt about it. I love these style generators, and this is a very good one. I'll have a link down below for you. And but like I said, I'm very impressed and happy they sent it to me. Love the simple fuel gauge on there too that you can see there. I don't have to look down and mess with anything on the gauges. And like I said, they nailed it. I'm just looking at what else is on here. It's reset. You got your breaker reset button on there, which is really nice if you need it. So if you trip a breaker, perfect. Perfect little suitcase style generator that's going to do everything you need. And I'm very happy with it too. So questions, comments, anything you got, put them below. Thanks for watching.